singing. He had a swell voice. From the filling station, I could just get a good view of the kitchen. Chapter 2. About 3 o'clock, a guy came along that was all burned up because somebody had pasted a sticker on his wind wing. I had to go in the kitchen to steam it off for him. Enchiladas? Well, you people sure know how to make them. What do you mean, you people? Why, you and Mr. Papadakis, you and Nick. That one I had for lunch, it was a peach. You got a cloth that I can hold on to this thing with? That's not what you meant. Sure it is. You think I'm Mex. Nothing like it. Yes, you do. You're not the first one. Well, get this. I'm just as white as you are, see? I may have dark hair and look a little that way, but I'm just as white as you are. You want to get along good around here? You won't forget that. Why, you don't look Mex. I'm telling you, I'm just as white as you are. No, you don't look even a little bit Mex. Those Mexican women, they all got big hips and bum legs and breasts up under their chin and yellow skin and hair that looks like it had bacon fat on it. You don't look like that. You're small, and you got nice white skin, and your hair is soft and curly, even if it is black. Only thing you've got that's Mex is your teeth. They all got white teeth. You've got to hand that to them. My name was Smith before I was married. That don't sound much like a Mex, does it? Not much. What's more, I don't even come from around here. I come from Iowa. Smith, eh? What's your first name? Cora. You can call me that, if you want to. I knew for certain then what I had just taken a chance on when I went in there. It wasn't those enchiladas that she had to cook, and it wasn't having black hair. It was being married to that Greek that made her feel she wasn't white, and she was even afraid I would begin calling her Mrs. Papadakis. Cora. Sure. And how about calling me Frank? She came over and began helping me with the wind wing. She was so close I could smell her. I shot it right close to her ear, almost in a whisper. How come you married this Greek, anyway? She jumped like I had cut her with a whip. Is that any of your business? Yeah, plenty. Here's your wind wing. Thanks. I went out. I had what I wanted. I had socked one in under her guard, and socked it in deep so it hurt. From now on, it would be business between her and me. She might not say yes, but she wouldn't stall me. She knew what I meant, and she knew I had her number. That night at supper, the Greek got sore at her for not giving me more fried potatoes. He wanted me to like it there, and not walk out on him like the others had. Give a man something to eat. They're right on the stove. Can't he help himself? It's all right. I'm not ready yet. He kept at it. If he had had any brains, he would have known there was something back of it, because she wasn't one to let a guy help himself. I'll say that for her. But he was dumb, and kept crabbing. It was just the kitchen table, he at one end, she at the other, and me in the middle. I didn't look at her, but I could see her dress. It was one of these white nurse uniforms, like they all wear, whether they work in a dentist's office or a bake shop. It had been clean in the morning, but it was a little bit rumpled now and mussy. I could smell her. Well, for heaven's sake. She got up to get the potatoes. Her dress fell open for a second so I could see her leg. When she gave me the potatoes, I couldn't eat. Well, there now. After all that, and now he doesn't want them. Okay, but he have 'em if he want 'em. I'm not hungry. I ate a big lunch. He acted like he had won a great victory, and now he would forgive her like the big guy he was. She is, all right. She is my little white bird. She is my little white dove. He winked and went upstairs. She and I sat there and didn't say a word. When he came down, he had a big bottle on the guitar. He poured some out of the bottle, but it was sweet Greek wine, and it made me sick to my stomach. He started to sing. He had a tenor voice, not like one of these little tenors like you hear on the radio, but a big tenor, and on the high notes he would put in a sob like on a Caruso record. But I couldn't listen to him now. I was feeling worse by the minute. He saw my face and took me outside. Out in the air, you feel better. It's all right. I'll be all right. Sit down. Keep quiet. Now go ahead in. I just ate too much lunch. I'll be all right. He went in, and I let everything come up. It was like hell, the lunch, or the potatoes, or the wine. I wanted that woman so bad I couldn't keep anything on my stomach. Next morning the sign was blown down. About the middle of the night it had started to blow, and by morning it was a windstorm that took the sign with it. It's awful. Look at that. Was a very big wind. I could no sleep all night. Big wind, all right, but look at the sign. He's busted. I kept tinkering with the sign, and he would come out and watch me. How'd you get this sign, anyway? Was here when I buyed the place. Why? It's lousy, all right. I wonder you do any business at all. I went to gas up a car, and left him to think that over. When I got back, he was still blinking at it, where it was leaning against the front of the lunchroom. 3 of the lights were busted. I plugged in the wire, and half of the others didn't light. Put new lights, hang 'em up, we'll be all right. You're the boss. What's the matter with it? Well, it's out of date. Nobody has bulb signs anymore. They got neon signs. They show up better, and they don't burn as much juice. Then, what does it say? Twin Oaks, that's all. The tavern part, it's not in lights. Well, Twin Oaks don't make me hungry. It don't make me want to stop and get something to eat. It's costing you money, that sign, only you don't know it. Fix him up, we'll be okay. Why don't you get a new sign? I'm busy. But pretty soon he was back with a piece of paper. He had drew a new sign for himself and colored it up with red, white, and blue crayon. It said Twin Oaks Tavern, and Eat, and Barbecue, and Sanitary Restrooms, and N. Papadakis Prop. Swell. That'll knock 'em for a loop. I fixed up the words so they were spelled right, and he put some more curlicues on the letters. Nick, why do we hang up the old sign at all? Why don't you go to the city today and get this new sign made? It's a beauty, believe me it is. And it's important. A place is no better than its sign, is it? I'd do it. By golly, I'd go. Los Angeles wasn't but 20 miles away, but he shined himself up like he was going to Paris, and right after lunch he went. Soon as he was gone, I locked the front door. I picked up a plate that a guy had left, and went on back in the kitchen with it. She was there. Here's a plate that was out there. Oh, thanks. I set it down. The fork was rattling like a tambourine. I was going to go, but I started some things cooking, and I thought I'd better not. I got plenty to do myself. You feeling better? I'm all right. Sometimes just a little thing will do it, like a change of water, something like that. Probably too much lunch. What's that? Somebody was out front rattling the door. Sounds like somebody trying to get in. Is the door locked, Frank? I must have locked it. She looked at me and got pale. She went to the swinging door and peeped through. Then she went into the lunchroom, but in a minute she was back. They went away. I don't know why I locked it. I forgot to unlock it. She started for the lunchroom again, but I stopped her. Let's leave it locked. Nobody can get in if it's locked. I've got some cooking to do. I'll wash up this plate. I took her in my arms and mashed my mouth up against hers. Bite me, bite me. I bit her. I sunk my teeth into her lips so deep I could feel the blood spurt into my mouth. It was running down her neck when I carried her upstairs. Chapter 3. For 2 days after that I was dead, but the Greek was sore at me, so I got by all right. He was sore at me because I hadn't fixed the swing door that led from the lunchroom into the kitchen. She told him it swung back and hit her in the mouth. She had to tell him something. Her mouth was all swelled up where I had bit it. So he said it was my fault that I hadn't fixed it. I stretched the spring, so it was weaker, and that fixed it. But the real reason he was sore at me was over the sign. He had fallen for it so hard he was afraid I would say it was my idea instead of his. It was such a hell of a sign they couldn't get it done for him that afternoon. It took them 3 days, and when it was ready I went in and got it and hung it up. It had on it all that he had drew on the paper, and a couple of other things besides. It had a Greek flag, an American flag, and hands shaking hands, and satisfaction guaranteed. It was all in red, white, and blue neon letters, and I waited until dark to turn on the juice. When I snapped the switch, it lit up like a Christmas tree. Well, I've seen many a sign in my time, but never one like that. I gotta hand it to you, Nick. By golly, by golly. We shook hands. We were friends again. The next day I was alone with her for a minute, and I swung my fist up against her leg so hard it nearly knocked her over. How did you get that way? She was snarling like a cougar. I liked her like that. How are you, Cora? Lousy. From then on, I began to smell her again. One day the Greek heard there was a guy up the road undercutting him on gas. He jumped in